By the way, I meant to
Right.
tell you something. You're not. And this is really something I just remembered. The piano player Leon.
Leon Zelikson.
You're not going to believe this.
He's from Russia.
He's not only from Russia. I know a friend of his in New York, and this is not name dropping. Alex Kaufman, who plays trombone, and did when we had the Bones of Contention in New York, and is still rehearsing with the group, minus me on the drums. But nonetheless, I did a lot of nice things with them. We had musicians performance, the trust fund. We played in the schools. But Alex knows this fellow Leon here. They're friends. And I was just amazed. And when I told Leon, Alex Kaufman, he just stepped back. And
Really?
So it's a small world,
Yeah, his folks are still over there.
Well, it's an interesting...
Russia.
Well, you should hear about the jobs in Russia. Anytime you guys out there think you have a rough gig, most of it's military playing or concert playing, and it's in some hideous places. Very cold.
I think the lab band just got back from Russia, and they were trying to buy their reeds off of them and drumsticks,
I can
old
imagine.
Drumsticks, and
If you bring a pair of Levi's, you
and
can...
blue jeans.
Yeah, right. It's all over. Well, there's a plug for the Levi. Incidentally, all the recordings that you're hearing tonight were done at Popsicle Toes.
Right.
Which is in Dallas. Okay, now we're going to move into something that's kind of fun, and we've had fun so far, but this should really get everybody moving. Hey Man, who wrote it, and tell me a bit about it if you can.
Hey Man, this is on our first album, of which we have 2 albums out.
So, let me stop you for a second. Where can people get your albums? Suppose somebody wants to get a DJO album.
You can, we play Sunday nights at Popsicle Toes from 8 to 11, which they'll be on sale. They're not in a record store, or you can
Right.
call me.
Give your number. This is...
At 272.
Okay. Or if you're in the suburbs.
I'll be glad to send them to you.
Okay, that's nice. Well, I hope that will change, and I hope that you are...
Yeah,
I hope
sure.
the next time I go to the record store that I'm looking under D and I see something in there. Okay?
Yeah, I hope so, too. I'd like to get it... there's too much stuff going... The good stuff that's happening with the band that...
Well, this is why we have this show. I think there's a lot of people that deserve to be heard in a professional-sounding situation, and they don't have to go to an expensive studio. We follow them. It's kind of a humble thing. Sounds
we
crazy.
appreciate it, too, Bill.
We enjoy it, and it's good because we can listen back and feel the... we do everything live here, by the way. I think that's pretty obvious with all the noise going on, but it's real life, and music is part of that, and I don't see why we should separate it. I don't know how you guys feel about studios. I think they're good places, but they're not the only places in which to play.
Right, that's partly because we cut the first 2 albums live.
I didn't know that.
Both cut them at Maxine Kent's Club, and everything on there is just about the first take, and it's all spontaneous, mistakes and all.
That's okay.
And that's where the excitement,
Well,
that's where we get the excitement. Hey Man is written by Jack Petersen, excellent guitar player, and he wrote this when he was with the band, and it's on our first album. In fact, it's the name of our first album. We liked it so much, and it's a high energy thing. I think you'll enjoy it.
Okay, Dallas Jazz Orchestra and Hey Man. Well, that's very exciting, but that also is our last tune for the evening, and I want to thank Galen Jeter for coming here and talking with us on Jazz Stop, which is a program sponsored by the Dallas Jazz Society. Thank you, Galen. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bill, for having me.
And
Come back anytime.
I insist. I'll chain you here till the next show.
Okay.
Come down to Popsicle Toes, 8 till 11 o'clock.
8 to 11.
It's in Dallas. If you're not in Dallas, fly down. And come down and hear Sundays, the Dallas Jazz Orchestra. Thank you.
Thank you.